is Rituparna. First of all, Happy New Year and welcome to my channel. I am in the magnificent and beautiful city of Udaipur.
So we checked into Hotel Sarovar on Lake Pichola. We reached there at about 9:45 and we got this gorgeous room. I have kept few of my things here. I will remove the curtains in the morning and I'll show you how it looks. The hotel also has a rooftop restaurant, but it was too cold and we were tired, so we ordered room service. Good morning, this is day 2 and this is how it looks from the room. That's Lake Pichola. What can be more peaceful than sipping tea with such a wonderful view? So we went to the rooftop restaurant again, this time to have our breakfast, and we saw the wonderful view of Lake Pichola. The view was amazing. We ordered a simple breakfast of masala omelette and bread toast with jam and butter with some coffee. So breakfast करने के बाद at about 9 we headed towards our car which was parked in the parking lot. The parking lot was approximately 400 meters away from our hotel. We were heading to Chittor that day. Both of us have been to Udaipur before, so we decided to explore Chittor this time. We got a little late on the road and Chittor was approximately 2 hours drive from Udaipur. We reached there at about 12 in the afternoon, which was really late according to us. Chittor is Asia's largest living fort. Due to COVID, the ticket counter was closed and the payment has to be done online. You scan the code and pay and you show the ticket in the counter. They will give you a small parchi where the number of members are mentioned and you are good to go. For Indians, it was 35 rupees per head. For some reason, it's written 40 but we paid only 35. Here you will find the complete map of Chittorgarh Fort. We'll begin from here, Kumbha Palace, and we'll go all around the fort. If you see, the shape is almost representing a whale. This is the Kumbha Palace. As soon as you enter, you will find a stable for the horses where Raja Kumbha used to worship 7 horses after worshipping the sun god because they were Suryavanshis. If you look around, you will see most of the roof has been destroyed and it is none other than by Alauddin Khilji. This is where Raja Kumbha used to sit and address the public and also worship the sun god. His Senapatis were on either side. The part you see on the right were for all the women and the queen used to sit right there. And the platform in the middle were for entertainment purposes. Structures are made with pure limestone and instead of cement they used a mixture of dal, chana and gur. Now we have come to the Kuvar Palace. This was a palace for all the Rajkumars. This used to be a 3-story building, but everything has been destroyed by Khilji. This is the Mardana Palace, which means a palace for all the men working and living in the palace. This was the quarter for all the women working in the palace, and there was also a place for the queen. So all the women of the palace lived here. This was a platform made for the queen to sit and talk to all the women of the palace. This was a place used for storing food grains. In recent excavations, a small statue of Lakshmi ji has been found. ऐसा कहा जाता है कि एक फरमान जारी किया गया था by some Muslim king to destroy all the Hindu gods and goddesses, and that's why the people have hid them in various places which are now being dug and found by the Archaeological Survey of India. Now you will see the bedroom of Raja Kumbha, which has been badly destroyed. Next we went to see the Vijay Stamba, which is also known as the Victory Tower. Moving ahead, we came to the Johar Gate leading to the Johar Kund. So this gate was generally closed. Only when the Johar was to be performed, the gate was opened. There is also an inscription written in the Devanagari language describing all the 3 Johars that took place in this area. Next we went on to see a temple belonging to Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar. As you can see, most of the temples inside the Chittorgarh fort has been destroyed. This is the passage from where the water from the temple comes out, and people believe it is the Ganga. So इस temple की परिक्रमा नहीं की जाती है. One interesting feature, if you see, that the temple is made on a bed of lotus. This shows us how important the flower is in Hindu pujas. If you go ahead and look at the carvings, it also represents the Khajuraho temple, isn't it? Guide Bhaiya also told us that there are other various carvings showing either a battlefield or some festival of Mewar. After crossing the temple, you will come to this place which is called Gauri Kund. The women of the palace used to come here to bathe. This is the Johar Kund, which has been converted into a garden due to some controversy as mentioned by our guide. This platform was known as the Sati platform, just in front of the Vijay Stambh. We are all familiar with the ritual of Sati. This is the Sati gate from where they used to enter. They did their puja and the whole ritual was performed on this platform. Various names of the women who got sacrificed, the names are carved here. There are various other temples like this one of Vishnu, and just beside that is the Meera temple where Meerabai used to sit and sing praises of Lord Krishna. Now we have come to the Padmini Mahal. This was the summer palace for Padmini. It is believed she sat on the stairs when Alauddin Khilji demanded to see her face. 4 mirrors were hung on 4 sides so Alauddin Khilji can see the reflection of Padmini. This is the main battlefield of Chittor and also the front entrance. We had initially entered the fort through the back door. After returning from Chittor, we headed to Jheel's Cafe and Bakery for dinner, but unfortunately it was closed. They said they'll open 8:30 in the morning the next day, so we came back to our hotel and ordered food.
Good morning. This is day 3 and also the last day here in Udaipur. The sun is still not up and I'm just sitting here having my morning tea. We'll be heading to Jheel's Bakery and Jheel's Cafe and Bakery today. It is just right opposite to our hotel. There's the bridge you see right there. We will cross over and there is Jheel's Cafe and Bakery. So we will be heading there to have a breakfast today. So right now I'm just enjoying my tea with this beautiful view outside. Hello, this is not Jheel's Cafe. We went there and it was still closed. Very unprofessional of them. So we had to come back to our hotel and this is the same place I showed you yesterday. And so we'll have a breakfast here.
It was a simple breakfast of eggs, bread and puri sabji for my husband.
Now we'll be heading back to Gandhinagar, but before leaving Udaipur, we'll be going and seeing the Bahubali Hills. I have been to Udaipur earlier, but I have never been to Udaipur, Bahubali Hills. So we'll be checking that place out. So we have reached Bahubali Hill. The parking area is right there. If you are coming here, then you can follow Google Maps. It just will take you the right place. So we have climbed this place and we'll go straight right up. This is a beautiful view. It's quite an uphill journey, bit tough, but we are going on. You won't believe, it's beautiful. It's really nice. So we are done with Bahubali Hills and our trip is also over. We are heading back and now back to our destination. If you like this video, then please hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing. If you want some behind the scene photos, then go to my Instagram handle. I'll link everything down below. And if you're coming to Udaipur, you can come to this place. You can stay in Hotel Sarovar. It's a very nice place. So I had a nice trip.